In this bulletin, Fiji hit the hundreds mark in cases. Police officers reminded to not break bubbles. And GPs urging Fijians to get vaccinated. And Robinaika, Fiji. The Health Ministry has recorded 105 new COVID-19 cases yesterday. This is our biggest daily toll to date, with 98 of the cases are linked to the existing clusters. 21 cases are from the CWM cluster, 16 from Nawachikuma, Nawakanandi, 6 from Tramline, Nawakanandi, 1 from Kinoya, and 2 from Navosai. 11 cases stemmed from the Wela cluster, 11 from Navy, 8 from IMT, 15 from Wanikoso, and 7 from the Nasinu Police Barracks. PS for Health Dr. James Fong says cases from some areas are under investigation to determine whether they have links to other cases. These include 5 from Grantham Road and 2 from Tadirua. There have been 1,048 cases during this outbreak that started in April 2021. 8 patients have recovered, which means there are now 796 active cases in isolation. Meanwhile, 2 patients admitted at CWM Hospital for pre-existing severe illnesses have died. With the ongoing outbreak at the hospital, both patients tested positive for COVID-19 during their admission. This means 6 positive patients have died from pre-existing non-COVID related illnesses. Police officers have been reminded to stay within their bubble at all times as they continue to serve on the front line of government's COVID-19 operations. The reminder comes from Acting Commissioner of Police Rosette Tunrabu, who visited officers within the Suba and Nosori corridor over the weekend. These officers are trapped at these locations when the lockdown came into effect. Tunrabu says they are staying around within the area which is now their work bubble. He reminded the officers that creating work bubbles during this pandemic can help reduce the risk while helping the force continue its function.
Stay committed to the calling. We are classified as high risk. Being in the front line of things, you need to look after yourselves well whilst conducting your daily duties. Remain within your bubble, which will assist us all. If you are seen out of your bubble, you will be dealt with accordingly.
Around 503 hairdressers and barbers in Witalehu can now return to work following approvals by the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Tourism. Permanent Secretary Shaheen Ali says the ministry has approved 149 hairdresser or barber applications. Apenisa Wangerundo reports these businesses will only operate on an appointment basis.
The Permanent Secretary says protocols for safe operations have been developed to allow for hairdressing services to reopen.
We've come up with a set of protocols that we deem that can allow them to operate safely. Thus, it becomes very, very important for those hairdressers and barbershops to follow the protocols to the letter.
Ali says relevant authorities will monitor operations to ensure these high-risk businesses are following protocols.
We have links with the Fiji Police Force. We have now also brought on board the Municipal Council, and Ministry of Health is also part of the team. We are calling them COVID Safe Ambassadors, and that's the approach they are taking. They're taking a helpful approach.
Barbershop operators say they are also adjusting to the new normal and will ensure they are compliant.
It's like 50% operation now, So these 2 gonna day off, so the other 2 gonna come. So it's like that, we give all boys to work.
People are calling and making appointments. So we are quite happy with the customer response.
The ministry has warned that breach of protocols can lead to the closure of a business. Anyone found not complying can be fined up to $10,000 and or imprisonment of up to 5 years. Apenisong Gerdovo, FBC News.
Those who are advocating against and casting doubts about the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine are doing great disservice to the nation. The concern has been raised by the Fiji College of General Practitioners as they are pleading with the adults to register and get vaccinated. President Dr. Ram Raju says our borders will not open to the international community until a vast majority of the population gets vaccinated. He highlighted that Fijians must remember that everyone gets vaccinated with a wide range of vaccine from birth, and Fiji has had a proud record of the immunization program. He adds every parent would be well aware that the immunization of vaccination is given routinely when babies are born and periodically at certain intervals until they enter primary school level. The Ministry of Fisheries has issued 46 COVID-19 fishing passes for both subsistence and commercial purposes. Acting PS Penim Mbuli says the passes will allow fishermen in the COVID containment areas to fish for food and also for income. Over the weekend, 43 fishing passes were issued for the Western Division and 3 for the Central area.
The expected benefit is really to assist our people in the communities with food security. That's a matter of priority for all of us. And government recognizes that there's a need to ensure that people have access to the basic necessities.
A good number of restaurants are struggling to stay afloat during the second wave of COVID-19, suspending in-person dining. McDonald's managing director says business is significantly down. Rival business Wishbone is also affected with drinks going out of date, among other challenges.
Our sales are significantly down. However, at the moment, we have to work around the current conditions. We're doing everything we can to keep all our staff employed and serve as many customers as we can through the drive-thrus, and hoping that the situation improves in the future.
You know, we don't have any eat-in, we only have the takeaways. And most of our product, like all the drinks are getting bad, it's out of date. So we can't sell all our drinks, and eating, there's no eating stuff, only takeaway. And overall business is really, really bad.
Up ahead, defensive work for Fijiana. Welcome back. We are 2 weeks away from the Oceania Sevens in Australia, and the Fijiana has something to prove at the tournament. With little game time compared to the Australian and New Zealand counterparts, coach Sayasi Fuli is optimistic. They will work something out in the next few days. Attack has not been much of a problem for the Fijiana, which is why they need more time to concentrate on defense.
Very organized defensive against good opposition, and maintain that balance of patience and continue to work hard. All these teams that have been dominating in the World 7 Series, they are very strong and have stable set pieces. And that is one area we've been focusing in the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Cloudy periods with brief showers over the eastern parts and the interior of the larger islands. Cloudy conditions with possible afternoon showers expected in other parts of the country. That's FBC Morning News. Remember to join us at 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. For news you can trust, get the facts from FBC's TV, radio and digital news at fbcnews.com.fj. Until next time, take care and have a productive Monday.